switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no, we gon' hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye view. Hotel, get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' right hand catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown. 8th floor. Come down. Hotel. Lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. This is the former Spartan from San Jose, Tyler Urban. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Urban. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
One of my favorite safeties in the league is Harrison Smith. His ability to support in the run game, as we just saw there, that's key, but also can cover deep as well.
Now on 2nd and 16. Carr escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will be taken at the 13. And he's out right at the 25. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Raiders' 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, saying, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Throwing his Cousins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The rookie first-rounder, Jonathan Abram, there to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll run for it with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Oakland ready to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
25 yards the pickup there and also a first down. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Carr on the bootleg. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They start the drive with Cook. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, it's Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. Play action now. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Bailey got the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams. An 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
The second down carry for Irvin. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Raiders.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
We're good.
On first down, Irvin. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And Anthony Barr just has it all as far as I'm concerned in terms of physique, athletic ability, and now he's versatile as well. When he came out of UCLA, he played outside linebacker, but also down defensive end. The Vikings can utilize those same sort of skills.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run the counter. Richard. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's get it. Down. 180. 93. 93. Drop deep. Right there. Delta. Right there. Have me. Some got man. Switch.
Carr. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Exit 29. Hey, wahoo. 54. Mike 54.
From the gun, it's Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on 2nd and 13. Carr looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Irvin on the carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now a play fake. Carr rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
What now? You ready? Get that quarterback!
Play action. Now it's Carr. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's...
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Cook. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete to Meredith. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. He got 29 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
It's our field. It's our field.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. I'm coming.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got his rookie tight end. That's Irv Smith Jr. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Cousins now. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for a cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr, throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end,
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, It's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Eric Kendricks able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now Carr. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down again. Daniil Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Play fake. Cousins going deep for Diggs. He's got it at the 15. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one. 48 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that.
To throw, Cousins. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Cousins. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Back to it after the pick 6. Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
That's good for the Vikings. First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Cousins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Cleveland Farrell in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Bravo! Here we go, G. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Carr going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And some space here. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Carr. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Mike 54. Check. 54's Mike.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 26. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. Crowell's going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. Cook. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, you got three.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
Here we go.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Cousins gives way to Cook. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
28, Raiders 18.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Down. 180. Hey, we're good. 280. 637. Well, Dumbo.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Throwing now is Carr. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings are going to win this football game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Throwing here, Cousins. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and goal from the 1. Cousins.
Intended for Irv Smith Jr. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 1.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.